What? What they wanted to say?
Oh, introduce yourself.
Well, might be asking me a lot of questions and I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Mom, what is your full name?
Josefina Sigua Mercado.
Okay. Right. Were you named after anyone?
What?
Were you named after anyone?
Oh, no, not really.
No?
No.
Okay. Do you like your name or don't like your name?
Of course, of course. I will not trade it for anything.
Okay. Why do you like it?
Well, I think it sounds feminine, very feminine. And I have to live for that fineness.
Okay. Okay. If you could choose a different name, what would it be?
Wow. Oh, probably I'm going to choose the name of my mother because she's my idol.
Okay, which is
My mother's name is Isabel.
Isabel. Okay. That's a good one. Okay. How old were your parents when you were born?
Oh, probably, let me see. My parents were probably they were in their late 20s.
Okay. Both of them?
I believe so.
Okay. Are there any stories you were told about your birth?
Which one?
Are are there any stories you were told about your birth?
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
was born at exactly 12 o'clock
AM or PM?
p.m.
PM. Okay, noon.
noontime.
Okay.
That's why they called me. That's why my aunt told me that that's why you will be a good singer someday because it was I was crying so loud at exactly 12 o'clock, and it turned out I believe she was right because I became a singer, and I'm very proud about it.
Okay, good. All right. Do you know if you were a healthy baby or were there health concerns?
Uh, According to my father, there was one time when the whole um, town at Rilton, no, where I call it town, all the babies were very, very sick and almost everybody died. But I was one of the very few who survived.
Wow. Thank God for us.
Well, my father did everything he did, he was to do. He went to, according to him, he went to Manila to seek a doctor who is really good in, taking care of babies. When he came back, he just gave me the very, very simple prescription that the doctor prescribed. And within the hour, I was already crying and I was asking for food, according to my father.
Okay. It's a good story, Mom. Okay. What are some stories your parents shared with you when you were a baby? What's the most interesting story that your parents
About
shared
me,
with you? About anything.
well, I will be very honest that because I was the fifth child, I don't think my parents really did make so much attention towards me. I was excelling in many subjects. I was good as a student, but I never heard anything from them to congratulate me. And sometimes I feel like I was taken for granted.
No.
But I told myself, okay, I'm taken for granted. Someday I'm going to prove something to you. And I did.
Okay. Yeah, sure did, Mom. Okay. As a child, or what is your earliest memory of anything?
Wow. As a child, what do you mean as a child?
Or no, just now, what is the very, very first thing that you ever remembered?
As a child, I remember that I was tomboyish. I climbed trees. I ran fast, faster than anybody else. And I really don't mind whatever people say about me. I just don't care. If they call me ugly, I don't care. If they call me this and that, I really didn't care. And I said, well, it's your problem. If you look at me that way, it's not my problem. So, and then I told myself, someday you will regret it. And yeah, they did regret it
See?
because that someday came and I became police. And they expected, wow, they said, wow, she turned up to be different from what she was a child.
Okay. Mom, do you have anything with you from your early years, like photos, toys, gifts, or something that means a lot to you? Do you have something that you still have it up to now?
Stories about me?
No, not stories. Do you have anything that you still have from your childhood? Like, do you still have, let's say, a doll that you had when you were a kid, or I don't know, coins when you were a kid, or something that means a lot to you? Do you still have it?
Let me see. I
Or
don't remember.
what do you have? What do you still have now that you had when you were a kid?
Well, what I have is ugly pictures of mine.
So you still have pictures? Okay,
Yes, I do.
okay.
And I don't think I'm keeping, you know, I'm a person who is not, I mean, who is not worldly. I don't keep anything that, well, when I was a child, I really didn't mind anything. I mean, what others have, I really don't care if I don't have it. That's why I don't remember keeping anything when I was a child.
Okay. What do you know about the house you lived in as a baby?
Wow. Because we live inside the camp. My father was an army man. It was not really huge. It was just enough, but cozy, very cozy. And I felt comfortable because we have everything anyway. We have all the luxuries, like little luxuries, like we have the refrigerator, we have the piano, we have everything. We have radio during that time. There's no TV yet. So I was not in want. We were
Oh,
comfortable.
okay. Now, is it you said was it big? How big, like how many square feet was it? How many bedrooms and
Uh, there were only two bedrooms and a long, what they call that, porch.
okay, yeah, the front porch, okay.
Yeah, which is very comfortable. And I love the house where we were because we were in the line of rows of houses. We are the first. So we are at the corner.
Oh yeah, corner house, just like now. Okay. How long did you live there?
Oh, till we were sent away before World War II.
Okay, so how many years was that?
19, that was in 1940s.
So when you were born, so you lived there, what, like 20 years?
Well,
15 years?
yes, that's, I remember that is where I was born,
Okay,
and we lived there until we left the Corregidor
okay.
to live in the province where my father used to live. That was before World War II.
Before World War II. Okay, good. Now, describe a character or personality trait you inherited from each of your parents. So let's say one from, let's say one,
Musician.
which is, but you tell me who did you get that from?
My father.
Okay,
My father is a good musician, and I inherited it.
okay.
And probably what I am now, my parents, when they are angry, they don't shout at us. They just look at us, and I think I inherited that.
Okay.
That's why I can proudly say that my children, I never pinch anybody else. I never slap anybody else because I inherited that from my parents.
Okay. Now, what did you get from your mom?
Cleanliness. And I think because my mom, even when she has a problem, she won't say it. She just solve her own problem. And I think I inherited that. I always solve my own problem. I don't go to anybody else asking for any advice. I just do it on my own. And that is from my parents.
From your parents, that's from your mom. Okay. Where did you learn how to cook then?
Which
Or,
one?
or where did you learn how to cook, or who taught you how to cook so good?
Nothing. Just by watching, or probably because I love to eat. Especially when they're cooking vegetables, I'm always in the kitchen watching everybody. Watching the maids, so that I will be the first one to sit down and taste the food. And aside from that, when I go out eating outside, if I like the food, I memorize all the ingredients and I try to make it. I try it at home if I can do it.
Try to replicate it.
Yes.
Okay. That's how you learn. So no cookbooks.
No
Your
cookbooks.
your mom didn't teach you how to cook.
Besides, my mother was a good cook. My mother can cook any menu. She can cook Chinese food. She can cook English food. She can cook Filipino food. And that's it.
Okay. What type of games did you enjoy playing with your friends, sibling, or on your own?
Oh my God. Jumping. You know that jumping on sticks?
Jumping.
What they
Okay.
call that?
Jumping on sticks.
First step, I'm going to jump, and then they put again another.
Oh,
What do
okay,
you call
okay.
that?
Like I think they just call it high jump, but it's on a stick.
High jump.
Okay. How high can you jump?
I don't remember, but I can really jump. And I can run, I can even, as what I was saying one time, I tried to, to get back to the driver of what they call that, Caritela.
Horse carriage.
Yeah,
Uh huh.
because we left something, And I really ran and ran after him until I was able to catch him in such a way that after I got to him, my skirt was torn out from here down.
So you're racing a horse.
Yes. That's why my father told me that probably I can join the Olympics.
Oh, Olympics.
And also, I was a softball player.
Softball. Okay, yeah, baseball's
Oh,
popular.
yes.
Yeah.
Softball player.
Okay. Did you play with your friends or your brothers and sisters?
No.
No.
I have a close friend, very close friend of mine. She's like a sister. We are always together.
Okay. What childhood fear do you remember having? What were you scared of when you were younger?
Scared of. Oh, I well, I'm scared of being alone, walking alone, because I had a bad experience one time when I was walking home from school. I was all by myself because I was assigned in the kitchen. When I went home, I was walking all by myself and I was so scared that I was looking all around. But I was able to tackle it.
You got home safe.
Yeah,
Okay.
safely.
How far was that walk?
Wow. It's like uh, it's like walking from here up to the 24th Street.
Oh, that's far.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like 4 miles or something. That's a
all
long.
by myself.
All by
alone,
yourself.
All alone.
At nighttime.
Around, well, after class.
After class.
4 o'clock, after 4 o'clock.
Okay. That's scary. Okay. What are some nostalgic smells, sounds, or tastes that bring you back to your childhood? Like, what sounds do you hear that makes you think of you were young, or what smell makes you think of you were young?
Well, nothing in particular. Nothing in particular.
Okay.
Because I was a very simple person, a very simple child. And I'm a child who does not care. Whatever you say, whatever you do, I really don't care. It's your problem, not my problem.
Okay. Now, describe a place where you spent most of your free time when you were younger. Like, did you spend it in your room, the backyard, friends?
Backyard,
Backyard. Okay.
because I can do a lot. That is where I do my jumping rope. Then that's where I do my, uh, you know, anything athletic. And also because I can climb trees.
Climb. You like to climb trees. Okay. Did you have your own room growing up?
No,
No. Who did you share your room with?
with my elder sister. No, not my elder sister. She's so, she's so suplada. I spent it with my two younger sisters,
Okay, which is
Tita Fe and Tita Sol.
Tita Sol. Okay. A lot of stories there. You guys told a lot of stories with each other,
Yes.
sharing the same room.
Until now, Tita Johnny and I, we share a lot of things.
Okay. Okay. What were meal times when you were growing up like?
Meal
What?
times.
Yeah. How was dinner back in the day when you were
my
growing up?
God.
Was there a routine or?
Oh yes, definitely. before before we sit down for dinner, we should be made up, clean. What I mean to say made up, we should be very clean. We are not supposed to be wearing something that is strapped only for boys. They have to wear their shirt, okay? And when we're all seated, we cannot touch the food until my father is seated. And then when my father is being served by the maid, then as soon as he is done, then that is the time that we can reach for food. We cannot even reach for food, but we have to say, please pass that plate because I would like something. That is my father. And even if we are done, if my father is still eating, we have to sit down and wait for him until he's done. Even if we finish within 15 or 30 minutes and my father is 1 hour, we have to stay. You cannot leave the table. That's my father.
But what is he doing for, like, let's say, for 30 minutes?
Because
Is he telling you stories?
He eats very slowly.
Uh-huh.
My father is so refined. He eats very slowly. And he does not care whether you are done or not, or you're sleepy and you want to rest. He doesn't care. But he won't say, stay there. We already know that is his policy. So we respect him, and we are also afraid of him, you know. just by staring at us like that, we know what he meant.
So who was the fastest eater and who was the slowest eater?
Oh, Tito Al. He finished within 5 or 10 minutes, he's done. And wow, he would say, wow. And he will be looking around because he would like to get up and, take his time. But he can't. He has to wait.
Okay. Describe your childhood kitchen. Like, what did it smell like?
Oh my God. Our kitchen really smells good because our maid, they cook good food. We always have good food on the table.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember the maids' names?
Maid's name?
Uh-huh.
The other one is, we call him, I really don't know her name, but we call her Munti because she's short.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 others they are distant relatives. One is, we call her Indang Ate. I really don't know what her name is. And the other one is what's her name? The other one, I forgot her name.
Okay.
But there are 3 of them.
Okay. What color? Okay, was it all wood? Your cabinets all wood, or
Oh yeah,
what color were the cabinets?
like our cabinet now.
So, like, maple color?
Yeah.
Maple wood, natural wood. You didn't paint it? Okay. Were there any foods you liked or disliked when you were growing up?
I love vegetables, anything vegetable. I don't like chicken.
Yeah, you know that. I know you don't
I
like
don't
chicken.
like chicken. But
Okay, what else?
if you serve me vegetable, any kind of vegetable, I'm going to eat it. Until now.
Okay. What about before you go to bed? Like, what's your routine before you go to bed? You have to take a
Yeah.
bath, or
We have to pray. Everybody will have to pray before you lie down. You are praying on your knees. You're not going to pray by sitting down on your knees. You're kneeling down.
Every night.
Yeah, every night.
Okay. Uh, did you did your parents read to you when you were younger, or did they sing songs to you, or?
No, it was not, I don't know, but say, I mean, when I was around 10 years old, 10 or 11 years old, I had to play the piano, and my father will accompany me because my mother will be listening to us every night. It is a routine.
Wow, that's why you play really well. Even up to now, you're good, Mom. Okay. Okay, other than your parents, were there any other adult role models in your childhood? Someone who inspired you or you looked up to?
Ah, not really. I mean, well, probably I would say my teacher,
Your teachers, okay.
because my teacher loved me and I loved them. I was a good student anyway. By the way,
I know you're a good student. Okay. What is an activity you used to do with your parents?
activities. My parents are old fashioned. My parents, we, the kids, we play with my brothers and sisters, but my parents know. They are so, during that time, parents are parents. They are not, they are very old fashioned. I mean, when there are visitors, we're not even allowed to be around. We're supposed to be retreating in our bedroom. That is during that time.
Okay.
So I never, I don't remember playing with my mom or playing with my father. Very, very old fashioned.
Okay. Did you feel connected to both of your parents growing up? Or did you feel closer to your mom or closer to your dad?
Well, I think because being the fifth child, I mean, I don't know whether I felt bad because I think their concentration was always with my eldest sister because I was just the fifth and the child. So I was being taken for granted.
Okay.
Even when I excel in school, I don't hear anything from them. Probably they do appreciate me, but never said it loudly to congratulate me or like that.
Something like a middle child syndrome. Were you given an allowance?
Yes, of course, because if, like for me, because my school is so far away, of course I'm being given allowance.
How much was your allowance?
During that time, if they will give you 10 cents, that is big allowance already.
10 cents.
Yeah, 10 cents. Because you know what? Like Kisses candies,
Uh-huh.
2 for 1 penny.
Nice.
Oh yeah. If you have 10 cents in your pocket, you can have sandwich, you can have ice cream, and you can have iced tea with 10 cents.
Okay, that's 10 cents. So you got allowance 10 cents a day?
Yeah.
10 cents a day? So now on your 10 cents, what was the favorite thing that you bought with the 10 cents?
Well, for me, 10 cents is big money already.
I know. So what was your favorite thing to buy?
My favorite, I always go to the nearby store next to my school. I always like the iced tea
Iced tea.
because it is ice.
I know you like cold drinks. I know you think. Did your family have enough money growing up? Did you have financial struggles or
I
no?
believe so because I never heard my mom complain. I never heard them discuss about money. Everything was smooth. We eat good food. We have maids. We are being taken care of.
Okay.
I don't know whether they are rich or not. It's just that we are comfortable.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Now you said like one of your when I asked you earlier about your um, adult role models, you mentioned teachers. Who was your favorite teacher and how did they influence you?
Uh, when I was young or when I was already in
Oh, whatever.
college.
Whatever teacher.
My English teacher in high school
What's her name?
because I respect him because he respect me so much because I was a good student, especially in English. I was a good student. That's why he looks. I mean, he treats me like he treats anybody his profession like his profession,
Like an equal.
and he respects me that much, and I respect him, and I like him, and he's also good looking.
Ooh. Okay, what did you like or dislike most about grade school?
Grade school,
Yeah, so like elementary.
like when you are asked to, I mean, go out during what do you call that?
Recess?
Yeah, recess. Go out and you have to stay under the sun. You cannot get inside.
I know.
I don't like it.
I know you don't like hot weather.
I don't like it.
Okay. Now, what subject do you wish was taught in school?
Was my best.
No, what subject do you wish that was taught? Okay, like they didn't teach you in school, but you wish that I wish something like I don't know, like
During our time, all the subjects are good, which is I found out later on that some schools they don't carry it. But what I like most is good manners and right conduct. That is a good. That is one of the subjects. Good manners and right conduct.
okay. Now, was there a specific story that you remember from high school?
High school.
Yeah, like what's like your favorite story about high school?
Well, when I was in high school, mm, I would say that I don't want. I feel like I'm bragging now because I can sing, I could play the piano, and I was a good student. I'm not. I'm always one of the top 10 in class. So there's nothing. I mean, probably I could feel that I am very important because I have those qualities.
Okay. So you had a good time in high school. Okay, what was your proudest achievement during your childhood or your teenage years?
My achievement?
Yeah, what's the one that makes you feel proud? Like,
Well, in the family, I think because I'm so, well, I would say I'm not shy like my sister. I can do anything. Like, for example, if my father would tell me, okay, you play the piano even in front of professors and all that, I really don't care. I will play the piano. And if they will ask me to sing, I'm going to sing. I really don't care if there is somebody who is a professional singer.
Okay, that's good. So after school, what did you do after school?
Play before. Before I study my lesson, I had to play. You know, I was like that.
Play what did you play?
Well, like jumping rope or what do you call, I don't know what they call it now.
Not the sticks.
Yeah, step, it like that. Any kind of game. Any dirt game. That's why my mother is always, ah, when I get in, she says, you have to take your shower. You're not looking good. You're so dirty because I'm always out. I'm always out. I will never get in until we out. I mean, before 6 in the evening, we have to get in because we have to say the prayers at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
But before 6, I'm still out. And after praying, then we have to take our shower and study your lesson. You cannot sleep until you have finished your assignment. My father would want to know if you finished your assignment.
Ooh.
You cannot go to bed. That's my father.
Did you have a best friend, or did you have like a group of friends that you enjoyed being
Yes,
with?
I have a best friend.
Yeah. What was her?
I call her kinakapatid, my kinakapatid.
What's her name?
Cristeta.
Cristeta. Okay. Do you know if she's still alive?
Cristeta Canilao.
She's still alive or no?
I really don't know whether she's still alive.
Okay. All right. Oh, this is a good one. How were you disciplined when you did something to upset your parents?
Oh my God! You have, once you did something, you don't wait for your father to call you. You have to lie down and be sure that you are really lying down so that you are expecting it. But in my case, if I'm quarreling with, if I quarreled with my siblings, and my father said, "Who started it?" Then nobody will say, "I did," or whatever. I see to it that I am the last. I mean, I'm close to my father, because if he's going to whip us like that, the first thing, the hardest thing is on the first, and the last one, you don't feel it anymore. That's
Smart.
me.
Yeah.
That's the trick. Then I pretend that, oh, I will be crying because I will, it's just like telling my father that I was hurt, but really I didn't feel
You didn't feel
anything.
anything.
That's what my trick is. I always see to it that I'm closer to him than on the first one. Because the first whip like that, you're going to
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah, of course.
But
At the
closer
end.
to him, there's no more.
More belt. Okay, who was always disciplined among your siblings, and who was the least disciplined? Like who always got in trouble, and who's the one who the least got in trouble?
Oh my God. Tito Bernie and Tito Al. They're always fighting, especially when they are playing baseball. Oh my God, there's always discussion. And sometimes there is a fist fight between the two of them.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sibling rivalry.
yeah.
Okay. Where did you go on family vacations?
Uh, I remember only one family vacation. Every weekend, we go by the Corregidor is an island,
Mm-hmm.
so there is a beach all around.
Okay.
So we spend our weekends having picnic, the family by the beach.
Do you remember the name of the beach?
But on vacation, there was only one vacation I remember when we visited our grandparents in the north. Grandparents on my mother's side.
That's what you remember. Do you remember the name of the beach that you used to go to?
Which one?
Do you remember the name of the beach?
Oh, I don't know. It's just Corregidor. Eh, Around Corregidor is beach because Corregidor
It's
is
an
an
island.
island.
So, so you can go anywhere. It's a
Anywhere you
beach.
go. Yeah.
Ah. Okay. Now, was there a special date that your family celebrated every year? Was there something specific like, I don't know. Oh, it's
Really?
so and so date. Okay, every year we're gonna go, or we're gonna do this, or
No,
no, nothing like that.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Because living in an island like that, before we get out of the island, we have to take the boat going to one place, from one place to another. So we're stuck inside Corregidor, which is an island.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the only thing we can only go out if there is an invitation,
Uh-huh.
probably parties by the beach like that.
Okay.
But I don't remember joining
Any
them.
celebrations? Okay. Now, was there a specific birthday that you remember, and why do you remember that birthday when you were younger?
My birthday is always a good birthday. My mother always made it a point that my birthday is celebrated because that was that was what she promised God after what happened when I was a baby, that I almost died, and she promised that every birthday of mine she's going to celebrate it, even how simple it is. She must celebrate it.
Mm-hmm. You almost died, Mom?
Yeah,
How? Why? What happened?
as I told you, all the babies in the vicinity, they're all. I really know what kind of illness they have.
Okay.
Almost everybody died, and I was the only survivor among three.
Okay. So, do you consider your childhood a happy one?
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. So, if you were a teenager today, what advice would you give yourself?
That if I were a teenager, I think because as a teenager I have no regrets because I was a simple person, and I'm not like other kids that they are aspiring for many things. I'm not. I'm just as simple as come what may. Whatever is there in front of me is what I'm enjoying.
Mm-hmm. But if, let's say, for example, um, you were to go back in time and then you met yourself, what advice do you give yourself?
Okay. Probably, I would say is that because, when I was a child, as I told you, I was very simple. And whatever is around me, I'm not I'm not envious of anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like that. I'm not a person who is envious of anything.
Right.
Whatever the others have that I don't have, I really don't care.
Mm-hmm.
If they have good pair of shoes, I don't care if they have good pair of shoes. If they have good, I mean, new clothes, new dress, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I'm contented with what is given me.
Giving you. Okay. Well, that wraps up your childhood. So we shall do a part 2 next time. Thank you, Mom. Anything you want to tell?
Well,
Any last messages?
as I
for
would
them?
say, probably, as I was saying, my only living sibling now, that I have outlived everybody else. I outlived my parents, my other siblings. It's because I was a very simple person. Number one, I would advise, do not claim what others have. Do not envy what others have if you cannot afford it. Be contented with what you have and be happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always told, I even told your dad that no matter how hard your life is, if you keep on trying and trying, someday your life will become better. And I prove it.
Yeah.
I prove it.
Mm-hmm.
We started with nothing. Then, see what happened. Now, I don't know whether you're contented with what I had given you. You are all, I mean, we lost your dad 50 years ago and still you are okay. I'm very proud that all of you are okay because I raised you the way I wanted you to be raised. Simple, not envious of anything. And you tried hard to become what you are now.
All right. Thank you, Mom.
Okay.